Hi guys, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to make the perfect pancake. So just a quick background, I learned how to cook from my mother. She went to culinary school in Vermont and she was there for I think like 4 years. And after that she worked in a few restaurants as a cook and she taught me everything that I know. And the very first thing when I was 5 years old, she taught me how to make homemade pancakes. So what you're going to need for this is all-purpose flour. This is my favorite brand, the Gold brand. You're going to need 1 egg, milk, salt, and my favorite, cinnamon and vanilla. So I'm just going to tell you guys the quick background of what the ingredients call for. It's going to be a cup of flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, a tablespoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 large egg, 3/4 cup of milk, a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and a tablespoon of butter. Now, I personally think that when you use vanilla, it changes the game, literally. And just a quick background, if you like IHOP pancakes, this is basically the IHOP pancake recipe. So when you are making your mixture, you have to do the dry ingredients first and then the wet ingredients, and that is really essential. And you must use baking powder instead of baking soda because when I was younger, I used to get the two confused and my pancakes turned out as sponges. So when you are doing your mixture, it should look something like this. And you should always leave the lumps in here. And now I'm going to change locations to my stove top. My stove is already on and ready for the pancakes. So this is when you're going to grab your butter. You're gonna butter your pan. Get your pan really hot at first, and then you're going to turn it all the way to your low setting. I think you can see the fire, like about that low. And now you're going to, I like big pancakes, so I pour a lot. There you go. And the key thing is to wait for your pancakes to get settled and not touch them. So if you ever noticed when you go out to restaurants that some pancakes don't have those crispy edges to the side or whatever, it's because they flip their pancakes multiple times. The key thing here is to let your pancakes sit until you see bubbles popping at the top. So if you could see, I'm turning up the heat. There you go. I'm turning up the heat gradually so that way the pancake can cook evenly. And it's very essential to always keep an eye on your pancakes. Some people just flip and then keep flipping multiple times, and you should never do that to your pancakes because it flattens them. What makes pancakes fluffy and airy in the sides is when you just leave them and wait for multiple popping bubbles all throughout the pancake. I was actually watching Chef Gordon Ramsay the other day, and he was making his kids, like, I don't know, I guess he was just making them breakfast for the day. And he was making pancakes, eggs, and bacon, like the standard American breakfast, because, you know, he's from Britain. And he even said, like, when you let your pancakes rest and take its time, that's when they'll come out amazing. And I love Chef Gordon Ramsay. He is my favorite. He's like a world acclaimed chef. He has like multiple TV shows. He even has a movie coming out, which is pretty fascinating. I'm definitely going to be watching that. So now my pancakes are bubbling at the sides, and I'm going to turn up the heat, if you could see down below the fire, just a little more. And one thing that I absolutely love to do is put cinnamon on top of the pancake, because I'm just a crazy cinnamon person, but it's great. So now it's ready to flip. And there's a perfect pancake.